We think corruption begins in big offices, in scams, in headlines, in news debates. But most corruption doesn't start there. It starts in moments that feel harmless, moments that feel practical, moments we don't even call corruption, like a traffic stop. You break a rule, you are asked to pay a fine, and instantly the calculation begins. Court जाना पड़ेगा, half day छुट्टी, time waste. So instead of taking the legal route, you pay a little extra and move on with your day. Not because you love corruption, but because the honest route costs more than the mistake. The system makes correctness inconvenient and the shortcut feels efficient. So the bribe doesn't feel immoral, it feels practical. This is how corruption really grows. Not from greed first, but from tolerance. From tiny adjustments, we teach ourselves to justify. Adjust कर लो, system ऐसा ही है, बस एक बारी तो है. Slowly we stop calling it wrong, we start calling it smartness. And corruption doesn't always look like a bribe. Sometimes it looks respectable. It looks like tax planning, adjusting the bill, cash payment is better, income that should be declared stays off the record, bills get skipped, numbers get rearranged. We don't call it corruption, we call it smart money management. Not because we are bad people, but because somewhere the system made honesty feel expensive and loopholes feel intelligent. But here's the uncomfortable truth. When small dishonesty begins to feel clever, big dishonesty stops feeling shocking. The scale changes, the mindset doesn't. Small corruption becomes normal, normal becomes justified, justified becomes scaled. And by the time it reaches the news, it isn't surprising anymore. It just looks familiar, only bigger. Let's be honest. Maybe corruption will never disappear completely. Maybe most people won't fight it because it doesn't hurt them directly. And why would anyone spend time and energy trying to fix something that barely touches their life? That's the uncomfortable reality. But here's the other side. The same way small corruption snowballs into big corruption, small discipline can also snowball into better systems. Not dramatic heroism, not moral speeches, just little choices. Not jumping a signal, not cutting a queue, not slipping in cash to skip a process, not taking the shortcut every time, not always, not perfectly, just once in a while, one purpose, not for fear, not for reputation, but simply because this time I choose the harder right instead of the easier wrong. Because every small act of honesty creates a slightly better environment around us. A little more trust, a little more fairness, a little more dignity in how we live together. And slowly, very slowly, we don't just build better systems, we build better people around us, we build a better country to live in. Not overnight, not dramatically, but step by step, choice by choice. We may not be able to end corruption completely, but we can stop feeding it every time convenience tempts us. And sometimes that tiny sacrifice is where change quietly begins. That's the flip. I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.